What is going on, everybody? This is Infamous, and this is some crappy Revelations gameplay for a pretty crappy topic, and the topic is the death of Fred Phelps, who is the founder, or was the founder, of the Westboro Baptist Church. Um, so pretty much, if you don't know who this guy is or what the Westboro Baptist Church is, that is a group. Can't even call it a church group. I'm just gonna call it a group. Actually, I call it a hate group. Why do I call it a hate group? Because check it out. Here's what they did. If you don't know, they go around to the funerals of dead soldiers and homosexuals and pretty much say, "Oh, God's glad you're dead. God hates you. We're glad you're gone." It's one more tally up, one more for the chalkboard that they're gone. Thank goodness. All that stuff. Very negative, and they just harass people, and it, they just spread a lot of negativity, and that's what their group is all about, negativity, as far as I'm concerned. And so this is what that guy Fred Phelps founded. That's what he created, and funnily enough, well, funnily, little funny enough, I can speak English. Um, I don't know if this is true or not, but he was excommunicated. Maybe, I think. That's what I was. So this is what the rumor is. I don't know if that was true or not again, but he was excommunicated from his church. So they say that they're trying to help people out, and they're preaching. They're trying to save us because they love us, but there's no love in the church that would excommunicate the founder, the person who gave them like the headway for their church and their beliefs and their way of life. Even though it's a very, very, very shitty way of life, he gave that to them, and they just excommunicated him. I don't know what for, and again, I don't know if this is true, but there's no love there. But anyway, so yeah, there have been mixed reviews from people who are spiritual and non-spiritual alike, people who are religious, non-religious. Some saying that they should go as far as picket his funeral and meet his meet his negativity with even more negativity and hate, and just to see how he likes it and how his church likes it. Blah blah blah. I don't think that that's necessary. I don't think that that's going to do anything for anybody. Going that far as doing actions like that, um, but verbally, as far as your thoughts and saying negative things about him, by all means, I think that's called for. Like me, am I glad that he's gone? Am I glad that he's dead? Am I glad that he's no longer here? Yes, I am. I think he was an asshole. I think he did nothing positive for anybody in his recent years. Apparently, or supposedly, he was part of the civil rights movement. And, that's nice. Sure, he did something good, but the, I've seen more hatred uh, grow from his group and his church, and very negative things come from his church than any good thing that I've ever heard about him. And the only good thing I've ever heard about him is the civil rights thing, which I don't even know if that's true or not. If it was, that's cool, but I honestly, he was a dick at the end of the day. Um, so yeah, I'm glad he's gone. And a part of me feels like that's a really messed up thing to say, that I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, all that, blah blah blah. And I normally wouldn't, but these are my thoughts, and I'm being straight up. I'm being honest. I'm glad that he's gone. He was an asshole, and he wasn't doing anything positive for anybody. His group isn't doing anything positive for anybody, and unfortunately, it's still gonna continue to flourish and get the attention because his daughter's taking it over, and I'm sure that it'll stay on this very uh, rampant hate, spreading just activities. I'm sure that they'll just continue with all those activities of being jerks to everybody and causing pain and sadness and anguish and all that stuff. There's very despicable people, and like I said, I'm glad he's gone. Funnily, again, I said it again. What is wrong with me? Funny enough, I was watching a review, or not a review, an interview of having to do with his son, and his son is actually an atheist, and he and his father weren't on speaking terms, obviously, because his father, Fred Phelps, didn't agree with his son's beliefs and his way of lifestyle and his actions, while his son didn't believe in his lifestyle and his way of actions, and his actions. So, they weren't really on speaking terms, and the son even said, he's like, I should feel something because he's my father, and surprisingly enough, I was surprised to feel any emotions when I heard the news, and I don't know what these emotions are, I don't know what these feelings are, but I'll deal with them however I deal with them. So even he doesn't really know what to think, and it's that's sad, man. That really is, that you're that much of a douchebag that nobody really agrees with you. The only people that agree with you are the people in your official group. Nobody else shares your same outlook. Nobody else is that much of an asshole. At least I'd hope not. But yeah, so his son is even kind of, he's not really affected by it. He doesn't seem to care as much. I'll link the podcast down below. I'll link so you can see it. But yeah, so I'm glad he's gone, and I hope that his group just falls apart, and I hope that they stop doing what they're doing. I wouldn't wish death on anybody. I would not do that. Let me clarify, because it's messed up. Um, unless you are somebody like, unless you're somebody like Hitler, who is not gonna stop at all. There's no changing you. Then, by all means, you can die. But that's a very, very, very extreme example. And like I said, I may seem like a jerk off for being so apathetic, but I can't show empathy for anybody who is that much of a jerk off. I can't do it. I can't say, oh, I'm sorry he's gone, I shouldn't speak. I can't do it. What are your thoughts on this guy? What are your thoughts on his group? And what are your thoughts on his death? And are you glad that he's gone? What do you think about his church? Do you share the same viewpoint? Or do you disagree? I'm actually interested to see if there's anybody in my viewing audience who agrees with his viewpoints. But yeah, there are people who are going to go and picket his funeral and things like that, and that's not necessary, because like I said, he picket the funerals of soldiers and so on, and people are saying that they should show him the same treatment, and it's not necessary. Like I said, taking extreme actions like that, it's not going to help anybody, but expressing yourself verbally is quite alright as far as I'm concerned, just expressing your opinion about the guy. Like I said, what do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you think about this guy? And let me know in the comment section. It's pretty cool to not cool, not really. Let me take that back. It's not cool. It's interesting. It's interesting to see that religious people and non-religious people alike are pretty much the majority of them hate this guy. And I'm not saying that to say that all religious people are douchebags. I'm not saying that to say that all atheists are douchebags. I'm just saying that they can agree on that one thing, that this guy is a jerk off, and I guess it brings them together. I mean, I guess there's no real silver lining here. It's all pretty damn sad and negative, but I guess if anything, it's bringing more support towards equality, and it's, I guess, ushering in the era of peace a little bit quicker, I guess, that this guy's gone. Hopefully people will rally together and pretty much stop the negativity, because it's not necessary. This whole hate thing is not necessary. Them being so hateful isn't necessary. Us being so hateful isn't necessary. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.